Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Omnis Novaloy, who have a lot of things to say there because wow, the statement war is something to be talked about a lot. Baloy versus Mnisi, how a disputed statement sparked a legal showdown in the Senzo Meyiwa trial. It was sad to watch, guys. I don't know who's I make up in the situation, but I'm sure he has a plan. In the high stakes murder trial of football star Senzo Meyiwa, tensions have exploded once again, this time over a single document, a statement the state claims belongs to witness Sifiso Gwabini Zungu, but which the defense insists is nothing more than information copied from the statement of I choose number one, Umuzi Sibiya, of which that's exactly what Sifiso Zungu is saying. And that's what Ubaloyi is also alluding to, agreeing to. And now, after a fiery clash inside courtroom, one thing is clear, the statement war has officially begun. That one is very clear. Yabo? That controversial statement is doing the things there. Gwabini statement, the so-called Gwabini statement. For weeks, rumors swirled around a document referred to as the Gwabini statement. According to the state, this paper records what witness Sifiso Gwabini Zungu supposedly told investigators, but the defense says otherwise. Advocate Charles Mnisi, representing I Choose one, Muzaukulelwa Sitemba Sibiya, has repeatedly argued that the statement is not a Sifiso Zungu statement because of what Sifiso Zungu is saying, how he is putting things. That is not signed, not confirmed, and not proven to be authentic. So it can't be his until that is done. That's what Mnisi is arguing. Even more damning, he argues that the so-called Gwabini statement simply a carbon copy of Muzi Sibiya's own arrest narrative, rearranged and handed to Gwabini, a document with no legal DNA connecting it to the witness. And that sets the stage for the battle of the day. And they ended up being on arguments for that. Okay, Omnisi, as he was asking, listening to Baloy, he striked and said, prove it, that it's his statement then. If you keep saying that it's his statement, prove that it's his statement. As the state prosecutor advocate George Baloyi attempted to confront Zungu with the controversial document, Mnisi erupted. Objection, my lord, the state cannot cross-examine on a statement that is not proven. The state must prove that the statement belongs to this witness before using its contents. And Mnisi was stern when he was saying that. Mnisi demanded something simple, prove the statement, show who wrote it, who signed it, who confirmed it. Without this, he argued the state would be cross-examining on fiction. And let me tell you, Ubaloyi could not dare prove a thing. And Mnisi went as far as saying, listen, if you don't know how to prove a statement, just say so that we can assist you. Please, if you don't know, just say so that we can assist you. Because why are you struggling, sir? Why are you struggling? Senior prosecutor struggling to prove a statement? Really? And then Baloyi's response, we will argue this, not prove it yet. That's what he said. And I was like, Aibo. But Advocate Baloyi had other plans rather than proving the authenticity of the document through witnesses or forensic clarity. He asked the court for permission to argue why he should be allowed to use the statement at all. A strategic move. Mene move. One that delays the need for proof and pushes the fight into the realm of legal argument. That's what he did. My lord, that was Baloyi, my lord, the state is prepared to file heads of arguments in order for to file heads of arguments on the admissibility of this statement. And that is what he thought will make things go his way. And I'm still waiting, guys. I'm still waiting at this point to make it simple enough for him. I'm waiting for him to prove ukuthi uzoyenza kanjani, but we will see. Baloyi essentially said, let me explain why I'm allowed to use the statement before I have to prove anything about it. This surprised us because we were like, okay. And then Judge Ratamu weighed the arguments, those little arguments. Nisi insisted the state must prove the statement. Baloyi insisted he should allow to argue first. And then a decision shifted the momentum. Judge Ratamu ruled that Baloyi may file his heads of arguments, giving him the first round victory. That's what happened there. This ruling allows the state to explain in writing why the document should be admissible for cross-examination, even before any proof is demanded. A procedural win, perhaps, but one that only intensifies the broader battle, because we know Baloyi fails dismally when it comes to flippant arguments. Oh, he fails. He flippant fails dismally, Dasekai. He fails. And the stakes of this are very high. And why does it matter? Because if the statement is ruled inadmissible, the state loses a key tool in attacking Gwabini's testimony. But if it is ruled admissible, the defense must brace for a harsh cross-examination where Baloyi may claims Gwabini Zungu is contradicting his own statement. But Mnisi is clear that is not his statement. And I'm really not worried about it because they said the statement was transferred from Muzi's statement. So it needs to look the same. If the transfer happened there, it needs to look the same. And I'm waiting. I'm not worried at all. I'm waiting for the upcoming clash. Clock is ticking. We are waiting. Tuesday is going to come. With the judge's ruling, the next major showdown will be the argument hearing, which Baloyi faced dismally to do. Whether Judge Rata is going to rule in his favor, that's something else. Baloyi is not good with arguments, period. Baloyi will file his heads of argument first. Nisi will counter. The court will have to decide. So we will see. Does the statement belong to Zungu or not? Was it transferred from Sibiya's statement? Should it be used at all? This is no longer just about the one document. It is about the integrity of the investigation, the credibility of witnesses, and the fairness of this entire trial. So we are going to have to wait. Even if Judge Rata rules in favor of Baloyi, guys, nothing is much is lost there. Don't worry. Nothing is lost. Nothing is lost, not at all. Me, I'm not worried. Not at all. We will see what's going to happen. Let's just wait and see what's going to happen because wow. Oh, wow. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on our next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.